meant...
No, Leandra. Leandra.
What's wrong, Uncle?
There you are. Where's your mother? Is she feeling all right?
I'm sure she's all right. Why are you so upset?
Your mother didn't show up for our weekly visit. Is she ill? She is here, isn't she?
No, Gamlin. We haven't seen her all day.
Where could she be?
With her suitor, perhaps?
Suitor? Leandra never mentioned a suitor.
Well, those lilies arrived for her this morning.
Uh-oh.
White lilies. I know something about that.
Don't just leave me waiting. What is it?
There's a killer in Kirkwall who sends his victims white lilies before he takes them. He's murdered several women already. I know someone who might be able to help. Gascard Dupuis.
No. You're wrong. Leandra is fine.
Ignoring the facts doesn't change them.
You don't know for sure that she's in trouble. Maybe Leandra took another path to my house. I could have just missed her. I'm going back to Lowtown.
You should help Gamlin look for your mother. You might be able to track her more easily once night falls and the streets empty out. All right. The boy and I will stay here in case she returns. Ah, you've returned. Everything's quiet here in the mansion for the moment.
Just in case. Dupuis said he'd be in Darktown if we needed him. Actually, I think I better. Do I want to take Fenrir so long for this?
Gascard!
Hawk, what are you doing here? Do you have something?
My mother's gone. She received white lilies this morning.
So soon? I wasn't expecting this. Remember Alessa, the woman you rescued? Just as I predicted, he took her not long after you found us. I have enough of her blood for one ritual. I can use it to track them. It will lead us straight to the killer.
You could have tracked the killer this whole time. Why haven't you done it?
I lost the power to confront him when you destroyed my shades. But with your help, we could go now. He'll be no match for us.
Tracking a lesser will require you to use blood magic, won't it?
Yes, Sarah. I know of no other way.
Use the blood. I need to find my mother.
Stand back. If there is anything left of Alessa in this world, this ritual will find it.
This place feels strange. Wrong.
I wonder if we'll find more than just a sack of bones this time.
Mother must be here somewhere. We need to look around.
Bloodstains on the floor. My spell indicates that Alessa is close by. We're in the right place. Let's look around.
There. More blood. They are here somewhere.
I'm guessing this leads somewhere.
This wasn't here before. Mother must be down there. With him.
Over.
Mother! Alessa?
Looks like he's claimed one victim already. Since we... She was the mage who went missing 3 years ago.
I know this locket. It belongs to Mother. Does he live here? What is this?
Oh, that's a pretty little shrine.
The woman in the painting. She almost looks like Mother.
A shrine dedicated to a wife? A sister?
I need to find her. Now.
Necromancy. And here I thought I was twisted.
Why would he have these? What's he planning?
I was wondering when you'd show up. Leandra was so sure you'd come for her.
Where is she? Quentin!
Gascard, so, you've reached me after all these years. I figured you gave up.
You lying dirtbag! Why didn't you tell me his name was Quentin? I had other things on my mind. You promised you'd teach me, Quentin. You're going to deliver on that promise.
I promised to teach you. I didn't promise to teach you everything.
This was what it was about all along. Oh, I do intend to kill him. I will learn his art, even if I have to crack his head open to expose the mysteries contained within.
I'm sorry, Gascard. When my wife died, I lost all hope. I wasn't able to be the mentor you deserved. But now, my work is finished. And I can teach you as I always meant to. Come back to me, Gascard. Gascard.
You'll let me be part of this. You'll teach me the secrets of necromancy.
I will keep nothing from you.
Don't you see what he's done? What part of this is worth having?
To coax life from dead flesh. I always imagined it would be glorious. You're right. This is monstrous.
You disappoint me, Gascard. I always thought you, of all people, would understand. Do you know what the strongest force in the universe is? Love. I pieced her together from memory. I found her eyes, her skin, her delicate fingers. And at last, her face. Oh, this beautiful face. I've searched far and wide to find you again, beloved. And no force on this earth will part us.
And the writers have more or less confirmed that this whole quest was only there to justify a pro-Templar playthrough. Because really, oh, they've done such a bad job of making you want to side with the Templars that they came up with this to justify a hawk who sides with mages, sides with the Templars instead of mages, by having your mom be killed by a blood mage and used for a necromancy ritual.
Mother!
There's nothing I can do. His magic was keeping her alive.
I knew you would come.
I tried to find you.
Shh. Don't fret, darling. That man would have kept me trapped in here. Now, I'm free. I get to see Carver again. And your father. And you'll be here alone.
I'll miss you.
My little boy has become so strong. I love you. You've always made me so proud.
Did you find her?
I'm sorry, Uncle. She's gone.
You were right about the flowers and everything. I can't believe she's gone.
I was too late.
So you're to blame. If you'd been quicker or stronger, you could have... She could be... Why her? Why Leandra?
Mother's gone. Will knowing why ease the pain?
No, it won't. It will always seem senseless, won't it? Where's the one who did this to her? Did you find the person who killed Leandra?
He's dead.
It won't bring Leandra back, but I'll take comfort in knowing that. Bethany needs to be told. I'll send a message. Hopefully it will reach her wherever she is. Take care, my boy.
I know nothing I say will change it. I'm sorry. You were lucky to have her as long as you did. When the pain fades, that's what will matter.
I appreciate it, Anders.
I'm here for you. Whatever you need.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Anders may have talents, but playing the lute isn't one of them.
I always put that quest off for as long as I'm able to.
If you need any enchantments, I'm sure my boy would be happy to help.
Enchantments!
Just so. Quite a lovely estate you have here. Isn't that right, Sandal?
I'm sorry I broke it.
Yes. Well, we'll get that replaced right away. Sorry about that. I'm certain you'll find everything's in order, Messiah. Always at your service, Messiah.
I'm sorry about your mama. I will miss her.
Boom! Ah, there he goes again. How he makes these things, I'll never know.
I've never seen another dwarf like him. Does this run in your family?
Not at all, but Sandal isn't really my son. I found him in the deep roads when I left Orzammar for good. Raised him as my own now. Isn't that right, my boy?
I like Bodan.
He's always been this way. Always collecting things and enchanting them. Strange, I suppose.
Have you ever thought of finding out more?
Well, I did. I brought him to the Circle of Magi about a year after we got to the surface. They called him a savant, but then they started giving him the eye like they were going to keep him, so he left. Not going back to those vultures. Sandal's happy as he is.
Sandal's quite useful to have around.
That he is. Also, I've always said. Oh, Maker knows what'll happen when I'm gone. I try not to think about it.
I want some pie.
All the cleaning's been done, and your equipment has been thoroughly tainted. Always at your service, my lord. Oh, so sorry. Mistress Hamel was a fine woman. Reminded me of my own mother. If there's anything I can do.
Yeah. In the meantime, I think we better go have a conversation with Gaspard.
Your mother. I'm so sorry. I can't believe any mage would do such a thing.
I cannot imagine what it must be like to lose your family. Anything I could say would be insufficient. I'm sorry.
This is some of the most expensive real estate in Kirkwall. Usually paid for in body parts.
But yeah, that whole quest is pretty much just, you know, oh, an excuse to justify a pro-Templar playthrough. You know. But it's like, well, Leandra would still be dead if someone with a knife had killed her. And, you know, it's like, oh, so Quentin murdering all those women and your mom totally justifies the Templars' existence, but it's like, the one Templar who was actually looking into those murders, who could have stopped that guy, was told to cut it out and stop investigating. You know. So yeah, that kind of is the Templar's fault. That Meredith's fault that this happened, because she told Emmerich to stop his investigation. You know, the one and only Templar who was actually trying to do some good got stonewalled until it was too late.
Hawk, I should thank you for showing me what a monster Quentin was. I'm really sorry about your mother.
It's your fault she's dead. You knew Quentin all along. You could have helped me stop this.
How was I supposed to know he was going to take your mother?
Fenris, what would you do to him?
That pain you feel is just the beginning, mage.
What do you want from me? Yes! I lied! I knew Quentin from the start! It was never about revenge. I never had a sister. The portrait in my house belonged to a woman I experimented on when Quentin refused to teach me necromancy. Killing me isn't going to bring your mother back.
Nothing will bring her back. Get out of my sight.
I'll find some way to repay you. I will.
Hey, you know, the guards also didn't lift a finger to stop this guy. They had evidence. So, you know.
It's different here as Hawk. I don't care what else is going on. We haven't spoken about Leandra. How are you?
My mother is dead. My heart's broken.
I suppose I could say, at least you knew yours. But that seems more about me than you. I just have flashes of possibly long hair. But my father... Would you like to hear one thing?
You've never talked about him.
My father trained me in all the skills he had been forced to give up. He spent everything to get me into Kaelin's service. Do you know what I remember? When he read to me. Stupid things, dragons and heroes. He wouldn't turn a page until I reached over and took his hand. That big man made every step of the story my choice. I loved that. He died of the wasting in a Denerim ward. Those last weeks, I read to him. I had to take his hand to turn the pages, and I couldn't tell if he was too weak, or if it was the old game. He smiled at that, at his big girl. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Drink?
A glass for those we've lost.
All right then. Benoit Dulac and Leandra Hawke. Don't let anyone tell you when to move on. Take their hand and say, my choice. That's all I have. I'll miss her too.